Hello buyers. Today's video I'm going to show you how to create a purchase order when you're a big box retailer and you have a fleet of stores that you have to supply merchandise for. So I'm going to first start by just doing a brief review of the last purchase order, which was a basic purchase order from just a typical order from a vendor, probably maybe a vendor that you only bought merchandise from one time, but today's video will be a little bit more detailed. So I encourage you to download the template for the worksheet for this demonstration and follow along and pause the video at any time so that you can create the purchase order as we move along to gain more practice. All right, so the name of our store is called Closet Freak, and again, we want to write in the name of our store on the purchase order. Remember guys, purchase orders are contracts. These are binding agreements between the supplier and the store. So purchase orders need to be as detailed as possible, and try not to ever leave any information blank on a purchase order. So the next section here will be your name. You are the buyer, the purchaser of the goods. So always list your name on the purchase order, and then your department that you're buying for. A lot of buyers have specific departments or classifications that they buy for in a retail environment, a corporate environment. So today's vendor is a fictional vendor. We're going to call our vendor DH Gate Manufacturing. So you want to put the name of your vendor on your purchase order, and whatever that vendor's number is, list that. And remember guys, as a buyer, you may have 200-300 vendors that you deal with on a rotating basis. So you always want to assign your vendors a vendor number so that you can keep track of everyone. So very important is the date of the invoice, when you want it delivered, when is your cancellation date. So just for this demonstration, I'm going to use the month of October as the month that I want my order delivered. And I want my vendor, I'm specifying here that I want my vendor to start shipping the merchandise on October 1st. And I reserve the right to cancel the merchandise before, on or before October 10th. So I want to make sure that information is stated on the purchase order. And then here, guys, we have our terms. So our terms, remember, negotiated with the vendor, are 810 EOM, net 60, and the FOB, and let's go ahead and type the words FOB, which means the person that's responsible for paying for the shipping. The FOB is DH Gate Manufacturing, which means I, the vendor, will pay for the shipping. I'm responsible for paying for the shipping from DH Gate to my store. All right, so as you can see here, the first number is an 8, and remember that means that I've negotiated an 8% discount EOM. So remember, EOM means end of month, and that gives me a little bit more time to pay my bill. So let's look at the invoice date, and remember, always sign your purchase order at the bottom. Remember, this is a contract, a binding agreement, so your signature should be at the bottom. So my invoice date, I'll just use today's date, September 27th. So with an EOM dating means that I have until November 10th to pay the bill. Remember, anything past the 25th of the month of September now goes to the next month, which is October, which means I have until November 10th to qualify for the extra 8% discount. So let's go ahead and record our discount. And remember, at the bottom, our discount goes here, cash discount. So I created a space to record the discounts. So 8% discount, and the vendor has informed me that it's going to cost 10.5% of the order to ship the merchandise. So let's take a look at the merchandise, and I'm going to include an image of the merchandise on the purchase order. Okay, so the merchandise that we're buying today will be hoodies. So I'm on the lookout for some unique hoodies to add to my store assortment. All right, so I'm going to buy this black and white checker print hoodie that I feel will be a fun and different item to add to my assortment in the store. I'm also going to buy this same hoodie, which is sort of like a high-low style hoodie, a cropped hoodie in red, and I'm also going to buy this hoodie in black. Okay, so again, your style numbers will come from the vendor, so I'm going to list my style numbers here, and I am also going to write brief descriptions of my items. And guys, you always want to write a brief description of your item with as many details about the item as possible, because remember, as a buyer, you buy in advance of the ship date. So when the order comes in, you want to make sure that the vendor has sent you the correct order. So you want to make sure that you have that detail so you can always look back. So I'm buying a graphic check long sleeve cropped, which is the first one here. I'm buying a red cropped sleeve hoodie here, and then I'm buying that same hoodie in a basic black long sleeve cropped hoodie. And again, I want my style descriptions to be as detailed as possible. So the colors, I'm going to make sure that I note that I'm buying a black and white print check. Let's just suppose the vendor uses the color hot red instead of red. So I want to make sure I'm consistent with what the vendor has written on there for their styles. So I'm going to list this color as hot red, and then of course the basic black. So my classification, you guys, is the women's hoodie or women's top. Depending on your retail organization, you would follow the classifications that's provided by your company. So now let's get into the details of the order, which is different from the basic. All right, so let's take a look at the sizing. So for this particular order, and I'm just gonna highlight the sizing. So this vendor has informed us that this particular style, the cropped hoodie, only comes in these 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. So that's okay. We're gonna buy these hoodies in those sizes, sorry. And then let's just say our particular store, we do carry a few plus sizes. So I have my plus size categories here. And then let's just say certain items that we carry in our store comes in 1 size only. So I'm going to list the sizes, the 1 size category here. All right, so for the sake of this example, let's just say we purchase a total of 1,000 units from this vendor. And let's just say the vendor noted that this will complete our order, meaning that this 1,000 units is all the vendor has in stock. So the vendor said that they have 100 of the black white print, so we're gonna list that. The vendor has 300 of the red and 600 of the basic black. So you know what? Let's buy them all. All right, we feel this is a good seller for our store. Our customers like unique trends, so we're gonna buy all of the inventory. We feel as a buyer really strongly that this will sell well. All right, so let's take a look at the percentages that I've typed in. So what these percentages mean from analytics, from looking at your sales reports, which as a buyer, you should always analyze your sales data. All right, so let's just say for our store, Closet Freak, we sell 5%, 5% of our customers typically buy the size small. 30% of our customers typically buy mediums. 45% of our customers, which is the largest percentile, is a size large. And then 20% of our customer base is a extra large. And then in the plus size category, in the 1X, we have a large 1X customer. So 60% of our customer base wears a size 1X in the plus sizes only. The 30% of our customers are 2X, and then 10% of our customers are 3X. And then whenever we sell 1 size only, of course, that's both the regular sizes and the customer sizes. So let's let's break out our styles per size. All right, so first order of business, guys, let's tackle the graphic check print hoodie. So we already know that all three styles only come in the 4 sizes, small to extra large. So let's break out the units. Okay, so 100 of the black white checks. So let's go equals 5%, 5, type in the percent. And then now, guys, let's click on the units, 100 units. So that means we want to make sure this is a general number. Oops, what's going on here? General number. It is not a percent. Okay, guys, I see what I did wrong. Sorry about that. So let's do it again. So equals 5% of our customers are a size small, so that's 5. Make sure you have the percent sign, times our first unit is 100 units. So we're gonna hit enter. So that means 5 of the black and white check hoodies are going to be in a size small. All right, so just to speed things up a little bit, we know that all of our customers are, 5% of our customers are size small. So what we can do is just click the drop down, the little black box in the corner with the formula, and so we can drag and pull, and that will populate the rest of the cell. So so let's just look at it. So in the next order, which is the red hoodie, we're ordering 300 units. So 5% of those should be in a size small. So that means 15 of the red are going to be in a size small. And then we're ordering 600 of the black. We're ordering more units in the black. So once again, 5% of our customers are a size small, so we need 30 units in black, size small. All right, so let's go to the next size, which is going to be equal. The medium, 30% of our customers are a size medium, so 30% times, once again, we're gonna go to the units ordered. For the first one, 100. So that means 30 of our black and white graphic hoodies are going to be in size medium. Okay, so again, let's populate. Click the drop down to speed things along. So 90 of the red are going to be in a size medium and 180 are going to be in a size black. Let's go to the next one. So as you can see here, 45% of our customers are a size large, which you should know the average size customer in the US and Canada is a size 14, so that is a large. So equals 45% of our customers wear a size large, 45 times, again, let's go to the units ordered, 100. So 45 of our styles will be, of the black and white will be a size large. So once again, let's populate to speed things along. 135 units will be in a size large for the red, and 270 units will be a size large in the black. All right, so let's do the final one, which is extra large, equals 20% times, again, let's start with the black and white, 100 units. So 20 of those will be in a size extra large, and then let's populate. 60 will be a size red, and 120 will be in a size extra large and black. All right, so we have our units allocated. So this will tell the vendor exactly how to fill our order, exactly the sizes we need in each color that we ordered, okay? So once again, this particular style does not come in 1X It does not come in any plus sizing, so we don't have to worry about anything there. And this is not a one size fit all garment, so we don't have to worry about the one size. So we're done with the units by size. And again, we have 1,000 units coming into the store. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's just say the vendor quoted us a retail price, a wholesale cost of $8.50. So that is the wholesale cost for each item. All right, so let's just say our store requires a 48.6% markup on all hoodie styles to be profitable. So we're gonna use the 48% markup as our markup percent for pricing. All right, so let's put in our first formula so that we can see the unit retail. So that formula is equal. Click on the wholesale cost of the item, divided by parentheses, 1 minus markup percent, which now we can click on 48.6%, close parentheses, hit enter. So guys, our unit price, unit retail for the hoodie is going to be $16.54. So once again, let's pull down and populate because it's the same unit price for each hoodie and the same markup percent. So there's no need to redo the formula each time. All right, so let's look at this. The unit retail calculates to $16.54. But realistically, that is not a price that you probably would ever see in a store. Usually stores have what's called a pricing strategy. So that could be a store that uses a 99-cent pricing strategy, price ending, 85% price ending, 75% price, 75-cent price ending, or an even price ending. So depending on your store and what your customers, your pricing strategy, you would change the unit retail to a selling price. So once again, the selling price is the retail price that the customers will pay for the merchandise in the store. That is the price that will be ticketed for each hoodie when they're shipped to the store. So let's just say we are a retail store that uses a 99-cent price ending. That is our retail strategy. Okay, so all we need to do, guys, is $16.54 now becomes $16.99. So that is the retail strategy we are using. So these hoodies are going to sell to customers for $16.99. And once again, depending on your store and your pricing strategy, you would want to change the calculated unit retail to your store's retail strategy. Okay, so now we can create some totals. So once again, that is the unit quantity. That is the per unit quantity, sorry. The units ordered, 100, 300, and 600 times the unit price, which is the wholesale cost. So let's calculate our grand total wholesale cost, which here is the first one is 100 of the graphic check times 850 unit price. All right, and once again, once you do one formula, Excel will populate the rest, and you can see here, this is the grand total cost, $850 for the black white check, $2,550 for the red hoodie, and then we bought a total of $5,100 in the black, basic black. So let's calculate our bill, guys. So remember, bill cost is the sum total of our wholesale purchase, grand total cost. So we can go equals sum parentheses 850 Oh, I'm sorry, did that wrong. 850, 2,500, and then 5,100. Close parentheses, hit enter. So we bought a total of $8,500 worth of merchandise from this vendor for the hoodie purchase. All right, so we know 10.5% of that order is for shipping. So equals, click on 10.5% times our bill cost. So our shipping is going to cost $892.50. And remember, we are paying for the shipping, so that is our cost to add to the bill. We negotiated an 8% cash discount. All right, so let's equals 8% times bill cost. So that means the buyer, the vendor, sorry, is going to discount our bill $680 for the discount. All right, so now let's total the bill. So equals bill cost of the goods plus we pay for the shipping minus take out the cash discount. So we owe the vendor a total of $8,712.50. So that is our final bill. That is our cost of goods sold. All right. So let's now calculate the total retail value of the order. All right. So here, guys, you're going to use the selling price because we are selling the merchandise at $16.99 each. So let's go back to the units. Remember, for the first one, the checkered, where we ordered 100 units times $16.99. Remember, use the selling price, enter. So that the retail value of the checkered hoodie is $16.99 or $1,699. And again, within the first formula, we can go ahead and drag down. So the retail value of the red hoodie is $5,097, and the retail value of the black is $10,194. So let's get a grand total of the retail value. So the retail value is equals sum parentheses $16.99 plus $5,097 plus $10,194, close parentheses, enter. So guys, the retail value of our merchandise, so that means when all the hoodies are on the retail floor of our business, this is the potential sales that we can make from selling out of the hoodies. We can make a potential of $16,990 in sales. This is the total retail value of our merchandise upon purchase, all right? So when it's time to pay the vendor, this money is gonna come out of the open to buy. So you're gonna go to your open to buy for the month of October, sorry, and you're gonna subtract $16,990 from your open to buy money because that is the money that's going to be used to purchase the item. Okay, and that will let us know how much more money we have left after we subtract the open to buy money. All right, so let's go now into the final phase of our purchase order, our company purchase order. So now buyers, we want to allocate those units. So let me explain what this means. Allocation means that we are now deciding where to put this merchandise, which stores or how many units each store is going to receive for this merchandise. Okay, so we have three what we call door clusters, and I'm going to highlight them here in red. So our A door cluster is a freestanding store, which means that's a store that stands alone. Think of stores like the Gap. The Gap has some freestanding stores in addition to stores in the mall. Old Navy is a freestanding store. So think of stores like that. All right, so we know from sales analytics, which is why you need to always review your sales, analyze your sales, know your business as a buyer. So from sales reports, we know that 25% of our customers are shopping in the freestanding stores. So we're going to allocate 25% of our units to door A, which is that store type. All right, so from sales reports, we see that only 20% of our customers are shopping in the mall. The B door is our mall stores. And then with everything going on now, we see that 55% of our customers are now shopping online. So we want to ship 55% of our hoodies. We want to make sure those are available for our online customers. So now let's allocate the units to our doors. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. Remember, the first one is the 100 units. That's all we have of the black and white. So let's allocate 25% to that. So it's going to be equals, and let's just click on it, 100. Let's go back, times, and sorry, that was, sorry, oh, 25%, sorry, it covered it. So equals 25% times, and I like to click on rather than typing in, because if you type it in, you run the risk of typing and making an error, which your numbers, you don't want your numbers to be off. So 25% is going to go to the A door. So that means 25 of the black and white check hoodies are going to go to our freestanding stores. And once again, once you do one formula, you can populate and it will allocate the units for the rest. So 75 of our red hoodies are going to go to our freestanding stores, and 150 of the black hoodies are going to go to our freestanding stores. And remember all of the sizes that we have available. All right, so 20% of our customers are shopping in the mall, which you can see there's a decline in mall traffic. So let's allocate. So 20% times, again, the 100. So let's click on the 100, enter. So we're going to ship 20 of the black and white hoodies and all the sizes to our mall. Those are going to our mall stores. So let's populate the black and the red, or the red and the black. 60 are going to our mall in red, and 120 are going to our mall store in the black. And then final, our online shoppers will, 55% of the units are going to the online stores, online for the website. So 55% times, again, let's click on 100 so we stand the risk of not miscalculating. So 55 of the hoodies are going for online, and let's populate. 165 are going to, of the red are going online, and then 330 of the black will be sold online. And again, in the different sizing that's offered, okay? So that completes our purchase order as far as allocating the units for each door. All right, so I like to just create totals. So let's just total our door A. We can see that 250 total of our hoodies are going to the freestanding store. And again, I'm auto summing. Just click auto sum. 200 of our hoodies are going to the mall stores, and then auto sum. 550 will be sold online. Okay, so after your purchase order is complete and your merchandise is shipped, then guys, this starts a complete ball rolling. So the vendor is creating your product and shipping your product. When the stores arrive, when the product arrives into your stores, you can decide if you want to run a special promotion in your stores, whether it's the mall store or the freestanding store. You can decide if you want to do a window display with the merchandise in your web, on your website. You can decide if you want to, you know, create a editorial photo shoot with this hoodie on the front page of your website, directing customers to take a look at the new merchandise. So once again, this is all the work that's involved in buying. So I hope you had a good understanding of all of the components of the purchase order. Remember, always sign your name at the bottom of the purchase order when you're done, and always double check your numbers to make sure that your numbers are accurate and correct, because remember, $16,000 will come out of your open to buy money for the month of October. That's the retail value of your merchandise. And remember, you will be writing a check to the vendor on November 10th. Remember, EOM dating, $8,712.50. So once again, always make sure your numbers are accurate. So once again, I hope all of your numbers came out right, all of your formulas worked out for you, and that you have a full understanding of a purchase order. And if you have any questions, please send me an email and we can review. Thank you.